Across the nation, groups of Americans are gathering in honor and remembrance of America's finest men and women who gave their lives for our freedom. We recognize their impressive achievements, their extraordinary courage, and their monumental sacrifice. Although our servicemen and women came from all walks of life, they all shared fundamental qualities in common: determination, dedication to duty, and selflessness. All of the qualities that are needed to serve a cause that is greater than oneself. Many times when we hear the phrase war hero, we think of servicemen and women who have been awarded the Medal of Honor, or who have been ceremoniously commemorated for their courageous actions for our country. And these men and women are war heroes, but they're not the only ones. Every single person who has answered the call to serve has contributed to the duration of our freedom. Every single person deserves the title of hero. Maybe you have a certain hero in mind today. Maybe you have many. Maybe you remember Navy SEAL Michael Murphy, who was awarded the Medal of Honor during Operation Red Wings in 2005. Maybe you remember Sergeant Leanne Hester in Operation Iraqi Freedom, the first Army woman awarded the Silver Star for valor since World War II. Or maybe you remember your parent, your grandparent, your sibling, your child, or your friend, who courageously fought on the battlefield and paid the ultimate sacrifice there. Whomever you have in mind today, remember where they started. They began their service to this country as an ordinary man or woman who made a decision to be extraordinary. We call to mind the service of the many who have willingly given up all that they have to preserve the liberties we have today. Many courageous young soldiers voluntarily left their families and ventured into the unknown territory of a war zone, a place where they woke up every morning not knowing whether or not they would see the next sunrise. The reason that they did this is not because they loved to fight. They joined the military because they loved what they were fighting for: our country and every value it has been built upon. We are here together, but we can feel the absence of the heroes who are not. Our hearts are heavy as we look around and see what the cost of freedom truly looks like. As James Garfield once said, "If silence is ever golden, it must be here, beside the graves of men, whose lives were more significant than speech, and whose death was a poem, the music of which can never be sung." These fallen heroes represent the character of a nation who has a long history of patriotism and honor, and a nation who has fought many battles to keep our country free from threats of terror. Freedom is not free. On this Memorial Day, dedicate yourself to reflection, not only on the lives of our heroes, but also on your own. Let their spirit of patriotism, service, and pride live through you. And in the words of John F. Kennedy, ask now what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. God bless the United States of America and every man and woman defending it. Thank you.
The flag-holding ceremony represents the same religious principles on which our country was originally founded. The portion of flag denoting honor is the canton of blue, containing the stars, representing the states our veterans, policemen, and firefighters served in uniform. The canton field of blue is dressed from left to right and is inverted only when draped on fall of a casket. In the armed forces of the United States, at the ceremony of retreat, the flag is lowered, folded in a triangle fold, and kept under watch throughout the night as a tribute to our nation's honored dead. The next morning, it is brought out and at the ceremony of reveille, run aloft. first fold of our flag is a symbol of life.
Next dead. March. Whoa. March. Next dead. March. Whoa. March. Next dead. March. Whoa. March. Next dead. March.
The first fold of our flag is a symbol of life. The second fold is a symbol of our belief in eternal life. The third fold is made in honor and remembrance of all the veterans, policemen, and firefighters who departed our ranks and gave their life in defense of our country. The fourth fold represents our weaker nature, for as American citizens, trusting in God, it is to Him we turn to in times of war, as well as in times of peace for divine guidance. The fifth fold is a tribute to our country, for in the words of Stephen Decatur, our country, in dealing with other countries, may she always be right, but it's still our country, right or wrong. The sixth fold remind us of the 6 battle-weary fighters who valiantly struggled on the top of Mount Cervati on the island of Iwo Jima during World War II. Once there, they proudly raised the flag above the battlefield. Our flag is the symbol that we all hold dear. It represents freedom, democracy, and government of the people, by the people, and for the people. It is the duty of every citizen to defend the flag which stands for them all. The seventh fold is where our hearts lie. It is with our hearts that we pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The eighth fold is a tribute to those who have given their lives for freedom, and to honor Mother, for whom it flies on Mother's Day. The ninth fold is a tribute to womanhood, for it has been through their faith, love, loyalty, and devotion that the character of the men and women who have made this country great have been molded. The tenth fold is a tribute to Father, for he too has given his sons and daughters for the defense of our country. The 11th fold represents what is good in all Americans. The 12th fold represents freedom and democracy and justice. When the flag is completely folded, the stars are uppermost, reminding us of our national motto, in God we trust. After the flag is completely folded and tucked in, it takes on the appearance of a cocked hat, ever reminding us of the soldiers who served under General George Washington and the sailors and Marines who served under Captain John Paul Jones, whose examples were followed by their comrades and shipmates in the armed forces of the United States, preserving our rights, privileges, and freedoms we enjoy today.
Next dead. March. In more. March.
I am the flag of the United States of America. My name is Old Glory. I fly atop of the world's tallest buildings. I stand watch in America's halls of justice. I fly majestically over great institutions of learning. I stand guard with the greatest military power in the world. Look up and see. I stand for peace, honor, truth, and justice. I stand for freedom. I am confident. I am arrogant. I am proud. When I am flown with my fellow banners, my head is a little higher, my colors a little truer. I bow to no one. I am recognized all over the world. I am worshipped. I am saluted. I am respected. I am revered. I am loved. And I am feared. I have fought every battle of every war for more than 241 years. War of Independence, War with Tripoli, War of 1812, Mexican War, Civil War, Spanish-American War, World War I, World War II, Korean War, Vietnam War, Grenada, Persian Gulf War, Afghanistan, the Iraq War, and a score of places long forgotten by all but those who were with me. I was there. I led soldiers. I followed them. I watched over them. They loved me. I was on a small hill on Iwo Jima. I was dirty, battle-worn and tired, but my soldiers cheered me, and I was proud. I have been soiled, burned, torn and trampled on the streets of countries I have helped set free. It does not hurt me, for I am invincible. I have been soiled, burned, torn and trampled on the streets of my own country. And when it is done by those whom I have served in battle, it hurts. But I shall overcome, for I am strong. I have slipped the bonds of earth and stand watch over the uncharted new frontiers of space from my vantage point on the earth. I have been a silent witness to all of America's finest hours. But my finest hour comes when I am torn into strips to be used for bandages for my wounded comrades on the field of battle. When I fly at half-mast to honor my soldiers, and when I lie in the trembling arms of a grieving mother at the graveside of her fallen son or daughter.
Please be seated. At this time, I will present the official proclamation. Whereas since our nation began, America's sons and daughters have given their lives for a cause greater than themselves, paying the ultimate price to defend the United States and the principles on which it was founded. And whereas on Memorial Day we honor the courageous and selfless patriots of our armed forces who laid down their lives to spread the blessings of liberty and lay the foundations of peace. And whereas designated as the last Monday in May by the United States Congress, Memorial Day is to be observed as a day of prayer for permanent peace. And whereas the city of Boca Raton wishes to honor the noble sacrifices made by so many that have gone before us, and to pray for our troops, their families, and the peace we all seek. Now, therefore, I, Susan Haney, Mayor of the City of Boca Raton, Florida, do hereby recognize May 29, 2017 as Memorial Day in Boca Raton, and urge all citizens to remember and pay tribute to the many brave servicemen and women who made the ultimate sacrifice in order to preserve the freedoms we hold so dear. At this time, we will present the wreath.